Good morning. Today I am going to go over the beginning stages or the prep worksheet of the geometric colored pencil drawing. So this is the document right here that you're going to need. It says geometric colored pencil drawing, our project worksheet. You can print this out, or if you don't have a printer, you're welcome to just use a piece of notebook paper like usual. I am going to go ahead and show you with this document because it's just a little easier for me. But again, you can use the back of a piece of mail, etc. All right, so at first it says directions. Select one music artist to listen to while working on your artwork. The purpose is to see what effect, if any, that a particular style of music has on your artwork. The music artist I selected is, so you would write it on that line. If you don't have this printout, you could just write it on a piece of notebook paper, and then you can put your example below it of your designs. So when I'm talking about an artist, most of the time with a music artist, their style of music will affect how you draw. And so I am going to do Lauren Daigle because that's just what I picked. So I'm going to give you a little video clip of one of her songs from her album. I listened to the whole album while I was doing my project, not just the same song on repeat. If the artist that you pick has more than one album, you can cycle through their different albums while you're working on your project. But the point is to listen to the music during the entire process of the project. Out of the shadows, bound for the gallows, the dead man walking, to love came calling. Rise up, rise up, rise up, rise up, 6 feet under. I thought it was over, and led to the prayer, the voice of a savior. Rise up, rise up, rise. So that just gives you a little video clip of what she sounds like. I really like it because I feel like it's inspirational, depending on what you're going through in your life. So I invite you to find an artist that you find to be inspirational. All right. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to talk about the design. So it says, in the 2 boxes below, draw a geometric, symmetrical design. Your design could also be radial, but that is not required. Use only geometric shapes. No recognizable images, letters, etc. See my instructional video for more information. This is the instructional video. Please use a ruler for straight lines. So a couple of things. We need to talk about what these words mean so that you know what I mean, what you're supposed to do. And then we also need to talk about what you're going to do if you don't have a ruler at home, because you have options, okay? You need to get creative. Creativity is what art's about, after all. So geometric. A geometric shape is a shape like a triangle, a circle, a square, a star, a rhombus, a pentagon, a hexagon, an octagon, okay? It's not an organic shape. Organic shape is like a free form shape. If you Google geometric shapes, a bunch of them will come up, and that may help you too, okay? Symmetrical. Symmetrical design, it's a design that is a mirror image on each side of the line of symmetry. So this is the same thing like if I took a piece of paper and I folded it in half, what is on one side is also on the other side. If you Google, again, symmetrical designs, you'll get a lot of different examples that may help you. A radial design, it's a design that is arranged around a center point and it is typically symmetrical and the same in all directions. So I'm going to show you a picture of my project. So on first glance, I would say, oh, well, this is a radial design, because if I put a dot in the middle right here, the design would be the same all the way around. Almost. I tried originally to make it radial, and then at the last minute, I was like, it's not radial. Look at this. These right here are different. So this design is symmetrical. If I folded it in half right here across this line of symmetry, or even this line of symmetry here, either way, if I fold it in half,
it would be the same on both sides. It would be a mirror image, but it's not radial because it's not exactly the same. Now, if I made this design right here the same size in all of these, then it would be radial. So what I'm saying as a requirement in this project is that it needs to be symmetrical, kind of like mine. But if you want to try to make it radial, you can. But I won't take off points if it at the end of the design it's like, oh man, it's not radial. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead. I'm going to switch to my document camera and I'm going to show you how I want you to do these designs. All right. So I have my worksheet right here. And again, if you do not have a worksheet, that's not a big deal. I would invite you to at least put, your artist right here. So label it, because I get a lot of stuff, guys. So geometric, colored, pencil, drawing. And then I want you to put the music artist I selected is the music artist I selected is, and then you're going to write it down here. So I got Lauren Daigle. So Lauren Daigle. I should probably look up how that's spelled. Then I need 2 boxes. Okay. And so if you have a ruler, use a ruler at your house. They have these right now at Target for 25 cents. So, it's a pretty good deal for a 12-inch ruler. Okay, we're wanting to get a straight line. Now, let's say you're having trouble getting to the store, or for whatever reason, your parents, they don't have the extra money right now. I get that. Okay, I totally get that. Instead, you can take anything in your house that you find is a straight edge. So, like if I'm doing something small, I found this little Target gift card. I have an obsession with Target. So if I talk about Target too much, I'm sorry, guys. I could use the side of this gift card or a credit card, as long as you don't take your parents' credit card without their permission. And I could use this for a straight edge. This is actually really good to use. The other thing I could do is sometimes the sides of binders, or even like if you have a really thick envelope that you could use, find something to give you a straight edge. Okay, so I've got 2 boxes right now. All right, so let's say I am ready to start. So I can use geometric shapes, and I could also use different lines. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to hit the bottom. I'm going to put a dot. Because if I was making a radial design, all of my designs would need to come out from a center point. Even if it was symmetrical, all of my lines should come out from a center point. What this is going to be here is it's going to be one corner of your project. So if you take my project here and you cut it into 4 quadrants, yep, I threw that math term in there, 4 quadrants, this is the design right here. So what I'm saying is we're going to put a dot right here, and we're going to create this design so that it can rotate around the center point. All right, so I've got my dot on there. I'm going to use my compass. I could use my compass for different line designs if I'd like. Most of these shapes, though, do need to be geometric. All right, so I just start making this stuff up. I mean, you guys think sometimes I've got like these brilliant ideas about things. All right, well, sometimes, but I usually just make this up. So I'm just drawing some lines. So line designs and geometric designs are fine. So I kind of made right here a triangle without even trying to. Don't ask me what kind of triangle that is. I don't know. All right. So how I'm making this design right now, I don't believe this is going to be radial. This is going to be symmetrical. It's all right. And the kind of fun part about this is I don't know how it's going to turn out. Like, it may turn out fabulous at the end, or it may turn out terrible. That's the deal with art. You just never know. All right, so you want to fill it in with a decent amount of shapes, because if it's too boring, it's going to be, well, boring. We don't need boring. Oh, actually, during a pandemic, maybe I do need boring. Okay, so let's say that's what I got here. All right, I'm going to do another one. I'm going to put another dot right here because I want to be able to see two of these because you are going to choose the best one out of these, okay? And if you have, honestly, if you have like a lid or something and you want to do a couple of controlled lines with a lid, I know that necessarily might not be geometric, but I mean, if a circle is considered a geometric shape, then I'm going with it. Why not? So if you have like a lid, you could use a lid to trace around to get a nice curve. Okay, I like that. That's cool. If you have a compass, you could also use a compass. I have this because, well, I'm the art teacher, so I have a compass. I did not have one of these when I was in middle school, but you might have one laying around. They also have these on Amazon. If you are an Amazon Prime member, I don't work for these companies, guys, I swear. Okay, so I've got two different designs. I can always go back and add to this later. So if I had to choose one that I like better for my project, this one seems more random, but this one, it seems like there needs to be more. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll add a few more line designs to this one, and then I'm going to choose this one for my design. So this is what you have to do with art. You always have to go back and see and kind of rethink. So I'm going to put a star. I always do this in my classroom. I'm going to put a star next to the one I want. All right, so then this worksheet is complete until I get to the color part, but I am not ready for that color part yet. So this is where I'm going to stop for now.